The air was thick with the scent of pine and damp earth, a smell I used to love. Now, it just reminds me of that day, the day everything changed. It was supposed to be a fun weekend trip. Just me, Meyer, and Liam, escaping the city for a bit of nature. We'd found this trail online, advertised as a beautiful, easy hike to a waterfall. The pictures were stunning, and we were all buzzing with excitement as we parked the car at the trailhead. The first couple of hours were perfect. We laughed, took way too many photos, and complained good-naturedly about the incline. The sun filtered through the dense canopy above, creating these beautiful patterns of light on the forest floor. Liam was our designated navigator, his phone in hand, confidently leading the way. Almost there, guys. He'd call back every 10 minutes or so, but as the afternoon wore on, the easy trail started to feel less easy. The path grew fainter, more overgrown. We were pushing past low-hanging branches and stepping over gnarled roots that seemed to grab at our ankles. Meyer was the first to voice what we were all thinking. Liam, are you sure this is right? I haven't seen a trail marker in at least an hour. Liam's confident smile faltered for a second. He zoomed in on his phone, his brow furrowed. The GPS is a little spotty out here, but it says we're still on track. Don't worry. We kept walking, but the mood had shifted. The laughter died down, replaced by the sound of our own heavy breathing and the rustle of leaves under our feet. The sun was beginning to dip lower in the sky, casting long, airy shadows that twisted the trees into grotesque shapes. Every snap of a twig made me jump. That's when Liam stopped dead, UHO. Two words you never want to hear in the middle of a forest. His phone was dead. The portable charger? Also dead. We were officially lost. Panic started to prickle at the back of my neck. We tried to retrace our steps, but every direction looked the same. The trees formed a relentless, green wall around us. It was like the forest itself was trying to swallow us whole. As dusk began to settle, a cold fear washed over me. We weren't just lost, we were lost in the dark. We huddled together, trying to keep warm, our whispers sharp and panicked. What are we going to do? Meyer asked, her voice trembling. Just when I thought things couldn't get any worse, we heard it. A sound that didn't belong in the woods. It wasn't an animal. It was a low, melodic humming. It was coming from somewhere deeper in the trees, and it was getting closer. We froze, our eyes wide in the gloom. Liam put a finger to his lips, signaling for silence. We crouched behind a large fallen log, my heart hammering against my ribs, so hard I was sure it could be heard from miles away. Through the gaps in the leaves, we saw him. A man walking slowly, deliberately. He was tall and gaunt, wearing clothes that were little more than rags. His hair was long and matted, and he carried a rusty-looking axe over his shoulder. But the scariest part was his face. He had a wide, unnatural smile plastered on it as he hummed his little tune. It was a chillingly happy sound in the terrifying darkness. He stopped just a few yards from our hiding spot. My breath caught in my throat. He tilted his head, still smiling, as if listening for something. For us, I squeezed my eyes shut, praying he wouldn't see us. Please, just keep walking, please. The humming stopped. Silence. It was even worse than the humming. I could feel Meyer shaking beside me. After what felt like an eternity, the humming started again. But this time, it was moving away, fading into the distance. We stayed hidden for what seemed like hours, too terrified to move, until we couldn't hear him at all. We knew we couldn't stay put. We had to move, to find a way out. We chose the direction, any direction, and started walking. Stumbling through the pitch-black woods, every shadow looked like him, every sound was his. Footsteps. We were running on pure adrenaline, the terror of the man with the axe pushing us forward. Hours passed. My legs were numb, scratched, and bleeding from thorns and branches. We were exhausted, dehydrated, and on the verge of giving up. And then, Through the trees, I saw it, a light. Not a flashlight, but a warm, steady glow, a house. Hope, a feeling I thought I'd lost, surged through me. Look. I croaked, pointing. We stumbled towards the light, calling out, "Hello, is anyone there? We need help." A porch light flickered on, and the front door creaked open. An older woman with a kind, worried face peered out. "Oh, you poor things, come in, come in." We practically fell into her home. A cozy little cabin filled with the smell of wood smoke and baking bread. We babbled our story, the words tumbling out in a frantic rush, the lost trail, the dead phones, the man. Her kind expression didn't change, but a shadow passed over her eyes when we mentioned the humming man. "Ah, him," she said softly, handing us mugs of hot tea. "You were lucky. Folks around here call him the woodsman. He doesn't like visitors in his forest." She told us he'd lived out there for years, ever since a tragedy took his family. He'd lost his mind to grief and now wandered the woods, protecting his territory from anyone he saw as an intruder. She let us use her phone to call for help, and soon, the sound of a ranger's truck approaching was the most beautiful sound I'd ever heard. As we left the cabin, the woman stood on her porch. "You children, be careful now," she called out. "Some things, once you see them, you can never unsee." She was right. We were safe, but the memory of that day is branded into my mind. I can still see his gaunt figure in the twilight, that terrible smile on his face. And sometimes, when it's too quiet, I can almost hear it. That low, melodic humming drifting on the wind. It's a reminder that some forests are best left unexplored, and that some things are better left lost. I don't go hiking anymore. The scent of pine and damp earth no longer feels like an escape. It feels like a warning. Thanks for listening to my story tonight. If you enjoyed it, please hit that like button and subscribe for more creepy tales. Stay safe out there, and remember to always watch your back.